In the heart of Kuala Lumpur sits Kampong Bharu, or New Village. The name is a little bit of a misnomer because it was built more than 100 years ago on land gifted by royalty to the native Malays. Today, it sits in the shadows of development, although the government has plans to turn it into a cultural and economic hub in the next 20 years. That would entail getting landowners to sell their property. MAZLI MASHUD lives on land that's belonged in his family for generations. The house itself is 90 years old. He says he's in favour of development, but has to consider the wishes of his mother.
Her view is more old-fashioned. She wants the house to remain as it is. She likes seeing the garden, the greenery. But she said when she passes away, we can do whatever we like.
This is a typical street in Kampong Bharu. Traditional houses, some have been renovated, but all handed down from previous generations. You get a sense of community spirit, of village life. But once the master plan for development is completed, all this will be lost. Construction has already started in the fringes of the area. The government agency set up to drive development says the essence of Kampong Bharu will remain. New building facades, for example, will have to display a degree of Malay influence.
You can have modernity and yet be Malay at the same time. Yeah, it can't go hand in hand. After all, mind you, you open out your window, you see the tallest twin tower in the world. If you do not want to partake in development and make some for yourself just as well, I think you are a losing end.
But for some, sentimental ties override material considerations. ZAURIAH NINGAL was one of the more vocal protesters against previous government's development plans when they were mooted years ago.
I've lived here for decades and I'll live here till Allah calls me home. As long as I'm around, I'll never sell. My mother never sold the house, even in hard times, so how can I sell this place?
But with each passing generation, the ties to Kampong Bharu become a bit more fragile, while the pull towards development a little stronger. Florence, Looi, Al Jazeera, Kuala Lumpur.